The following video is going to review the stem changing verbs that we have learned in the present tense so far this school year. So first off, we need to ask the question, what is a stem changing verb? Well, a stem changing verb is a verb that has a spelling change in all forms except for nosotros and vosotros. This can also be called a boot verb due to the pattern that the spelling change creates in a verb chart. If you look at the picture in the right corner, you'll see the spelling change occurs in 4 of our forms, and they form that shape of a boot, whereas the nosotros and vosotros forms do not have that spelling change. This change happens in the present tense, so you're going to be using this with the present tense only. The first verb that we learned was the verb querer, which means to want. The spelling change in this one is an E to an IE. So you get yo quiero, tú quieres, él, ella, and usted quiere. And then in nosotros, there is no spelling change, so you have queremos. Vosotros, there is also no spelling change, so you have queréis. And finally, ellos, ellas, and ustedes, the spelling change comes back, and you have quieren. The next verb that we've learned is the verb empezar, which means to start or begin. In empezar, there is an E to IE stem change. That spelling change is that E right in between the P and Z. So you end up with yo empiezo, tú empiezas, él, ella, and usted empieza. Then in nosotros, there is no spelling change, so it is nosotros empezamos. Same thing with vosotros, so you get empezáis. And then back in ellos, ellas, and ustedes, we have the spelling change leading us to get empiezan. The next verb that we learned was the verb preferir, which means to prefer. In the verb preferir, the second E is going to change to an IE, leaving you with yo prefiero, tú prefieres, él, ella, and usted prefiere, nosotros preferimos, vosotros preferís, and ellos, ellas, and ustedes prefieren. Again, notice that in nosotros and vosotros, there is no spelling change. The next verb that we learned was the verb pensar, which means to think or to plan. A lot of times you're going to use pensar and then have an infinitive verb come directly after it. Pensar has a spelling change with the letter E changing to an IE. You end up with yo pienso, tú piensas, él, ella, and usted piensa, nosotros pensamos, vosotros pensáis, and ellos, ellas, and ustedes piensan. The next verb is the verb venir. Venir means to come. Venir has an E to IE spelling change, and venir is also a go verb. In the yo form, you'll notice that there is no spelling change, that E stays as it is, and this becomes a go verb, vengo. Then once you go to the to form, that's when the spelling change takes place. So you get tú vienes, él, ella, usted viene. Nosotros does not have a spelling change, but remember, venir is an IR verb, so you have nosotros venimos. Next, you have vosotros venís. And finally, ellos, ellas, and ustedes has a stem change, or that spelling change from an E to an IE, so you get vienen. The next verb is the verb tener. Tener also has an E to IE spelling change, and it is also a go verb. The verb tener means to have. If you notice, tener is conjugated very similarly to how venir was conjugated. So in the yo form, the E stays as it is, and you get yo tengo. The tu form starts with that spelling change of E to IE, and you get tu tienes. Then you have él, ella, usted tiene. Nosotros tenemos. Vosotros tenéis. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes tienen. The next verb is the verb jugar, which means to play a sport or game. Jugar has a U to UE stem change. So you end up with yo juego. Tú juegas. Él, ella, and usted juega. Nosotros jugamos. Vosotros jugáis. And ellos, ellas, and ustedes juegan. The next verb that we learned is the verb almorzar. The verb almorzar means to eat lunch, and it has an O to UE stem change. The yo form is almuerzo. Tú almuerzas. Él, ella, and usted almuerza. Nosotros almorzamos. Vosotros almorzáis. And ellos, ellas, and ustedes almuerzan. The verb poder means to be able to or to can. The verb poder has an O to UE spelling change. So you get yo puedo. Tú puedes. Él, ella, and usted puede. Nosotros podemos. Vosotros podéis. Ellos, ellas, and ustedes pueden. The last verb that we learned is the verb colgar, which means to hang up. The verb colgar has an O to UE spelling change. The yo form becomes cuelgo. Tú cuelgas. Él, ella, and usted cuelga. Nosotros colgamos. Vosotros colgáis. And ellos, ellas, and ustedes cuelgan. These are the stem changing verbs that you will need to know for this week.